everyone, Lori here from Lalo Yoga and Wellness, and this is Radical Wellness Wednesday. This is a place where we explore tips to integrate more wellness into your life. We want to do it in a way that's easy for you to do, so we break it down into bite-sized daily chunks, some short-term monthly goals, and even a yearly goal to help motivate you to keep going. Today we're going to be talking about intellectual wellness. I feel like sometimes this falls a little bit to the wayside. We forget that just because we're done with school, our brains aren't done learning, we're not done growing, we're not done having interest or curiosity in things. And so we really want to nurture our intellectual wellness. If we're looking at something on a daily basis, I think there's no better way than reading an article or a book, or even listening to videos or podcasts that are around subjects that are interesting to you. I want to make sure that it's clear that this is different than career development, personal development. This is really about taking a subject that you're just fascinated with or that you really want to learn and learning more about it. I love physics. Now, math is not my strong suit, so there's no way in the world that anything that has to do with physics is going to be part of my career path. But it's something that fascinates me. I'm very interested in quantum physics and astrophysics, and the concepts are big. There are a lot of controversies around it, a lot of philosophical perspectives and ideas around physics. And so it's very interesting to me to dive into that. So I'm always reading articles and trying to take in different perspectives so I can understand what various scientists are saying about this particular subject. I'm not going to lie, it's a big subject. It's a lot to wrap your brain around. So for me, personally, reading a lot of different articles is very helpful for me to understand these concepts because some of them are kind of crazy and out there. And so you can take a subject, something that you're interested in. Maybe you're really fascinated with the history of Africa. Maybe you're super interested in learning how to speak Italian. Maybe what you really are fascinated by is the culture of China. Maybe you need to understand the political environment of the Middle East more deeply. All of these things could be side quests for your brain to really help you start to understand your world and the things that are interesting to you. So taking some time to read or investigate about these subjects that are important to you and interesting to you and way outside anything else that you might do in your everyday life is really a great way to help keep yourself intellectually stimulated. And if you want to take that a step further when we move into your monthly goals, more than just reading on something, why not take a class on it or a workshop on it? There are a million resources online from community colleges or college classes that you can enroll in to places like Udemy, which is a great place that people load up all of their different courses on things that you can get involved in and learn a new skill. You can learn more about a subject that's really fascinating to you. Take some time, let yourself get a little bit more immersed in a great way to expand that intellectual curiosity of yours. I would caution against hanging out a lot on social media because you may not get a lot of really accurate information on the subject that you're really interested in, unless you're looking more for philosophical or political perspectives. Oh boy, you're going to find a lot on social media there. But if you're really looking for some hard facts on things, maybe that's not the best place for you to go for it, but definitely lots of online courses and workshops that can help you form an educated opinion about this subject that's really interesting to you. And if you want to take that even a step further, you may want to start looking at what kind of educational goal can you set for yourself over the course of the next year that you would like to accomplish. So that might be earning a certification or even a degree in something. A degree is probably going to be a multi-year process, so you really have a long-range goal from that area. I think that another thing that could really be great as an educational goal is to understand a topic enough that you could explain it to someone else. And I know that sounds kind of silly, but there are things, coming back to my example of how much I enjoy physics, I enjoy it and I feel like I have a grasp on those concepts. But quite honestly, could I really explain it or have a good conversation with someone else who isn't very well versed in it? Probably not. So it's something that for me is a goal, to be able to understand at least a portion of that area of curiosity for me and be able to break it down enough that I could explain it to somebody else. That's when you really know that you understand it, is when you can inform accurately another person on whatever that subject is. So whatever it is that you choose to explore for yourself, keep that intellectual spark alive. Always be learning. I think that that is one of the best ways you can continue to develop as a person. It helps you in social situations to be able to have some interesting conversations with other people. It may even put you into connection with people that you might not ordinarily run into in your everyday life. So it's definitely a way to help expand your social circle as well. I'd love to hear what kind of things you are interested in, what things you might want to explore over the next days, months, and year even. So please make sure you drop some comments below and let me know what you're going to be doing to expand your intellectual wellness.